Alright guys, so we're going to be removing the rear bumper today so that I can gain some clearance here to do whatever work I need to do. And I'll probably be able to get back here to kind of get this dent out a little bit too with the bumper out of the way. So what I'm going to do is basically remove the rear bumper. So how you would do that is basically there's a couple screws here on the side here. Get some light. You see there's supposed to be a couple. If you don't have rear mud guards, there'll be another screw here, but there's about 2 screws here. So you remove those, and that's on each side. As well, there's a couple bolts inside the car. It's held on by, I think, 4 bolts. So one here and one right over here. And then underneath the car, there'll be another one of those kind of bolts that you have to remove that's kind of held in by a cover underneath. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, so it's kind of behind here. You see this plastic cover right around here, that plastic cover? So that kind of houses another bolt back there. And then after that, you should be able to just pull your bumper right off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start removing some of this, and I'll show you guys once the bumper is removed. All right, so these are the covers that I removed. So they have like 2 little clips here. They basically hold up on top like this, and one of these bolts basically on each side. Obviously I've removed the screw on the side of the bumper now. This is like a 12mm bolt. It's pretty rusted out, but I think it's still okay. Probably just gonna wire brush it and paint it or something like that. But all that's left is the inside 2 bolts, and then the bumper will come right off. So I started to disconnect all the wires on the bumper, but then I found one harness inside the car that connects it all, which is much easier than disconnecting all the wires from the bumper. And you guys, with the sunroof model, the SI models, here is basically where your drain tube comes out for the sunroof. So make sure that you clean these out and make sure they're not clogged. That's kind of like where all the water leaking inside the trunk problems are a lot of times, because once it gets clogged, it just fills up that area. But yeah, there you go. That's the rear bumper taken off. All right, so now we're gonna just basically disassemble this whole rebar out of the rear bumper. First things first, you gotta disconnect, I guess, these license plate lights. They're held on by, I guess, 4 Phillips screws. Let me show you here. So you see those 4 screws there? They may be really rusted out, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to get them out. I'm going to try, get some screwdrivers and work at it to get these out. Then I could, as soon as the rebar is kind of disconnected from the bumper, then the bumper can be, I guess, carried around and prepped for painting. And as you can see, these screws are just really rusty, so I'm just going to replace them with some other screws that I have. And it won't be a bad idea to kind of clean these up later. They're pretty dirty. So now that the bumper lights are out, there's a whole bunch of screws on the top and the sides here that are holding onto the bumper to the rebar. So we're just going to remove all these little screws here. So start off by removing some of the bottom ones. And there you go. And now this is super light. Pull it out. Guess didn't have to disconnect the license plate one. So we can basically clean the bumper up now. It's just the cover that's left, and it makes it easier to sand and paint, and then gotta reassemble it all afterwards. So I also got a new sawhorse for holding the bumper up when I do the bodywork and when I do the paint. But for now, like I just kind of placed it on the sawhorse to see how well it holds, and it actually holds the bumper pretty well. So I think this would do well when I do end up painting the bumpers and stuff. I may need another one because, you know, I might be doing both bumpers at the same time to paint. Probably that's the most efficient way. I don't want to do one bumper, then another bumper another day kind of thing. But I guess this bumper just needs to be cleaned and then sanded down and all these little marks and stuff fixed on it. I think most of it I could sand out. If it doesn't sand out, I could just use some I guess plastic filler and fill it up and sand it back down. But yeah, there's quite a bit of scuffs on this bumper. It's not that noticeable because I guess it's black and it's in the back, and also it's in the dark, but there's quite a bit of scuffs. So there's some stuff that I definitely need to fix. Like you can see all the little dings and all that kind of stuff here. But anyways, that's all for today. If you haven't already, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.